What's up, guys? Back here with a video for you today. This time I got another vinyl update. Thankfully, I finally accumulated the amount of records I've actually been wanting to. For this video, I finally got the last one in this past week. Actually, I got two of them in this week, but I'm really hyped to be showing these. Some of my favorite bands are in here, so let's cut into it. We're listening to Luck of the Corpse by Deceased in the background here today. Killer record. You guys know this one. Been in a really like thrashy death metal mood lately. It's been a really good mood to be in. Chaco Canyon Golden Lager, yeah, brewed with honey. That's what we're drinking today. Quality. My throat's been hurting, so hopefully it's fine for the video. Alright, so got 6 records today instead of 5 like I usually do. A mixed bag, mostly black metal like usual, but still a couple different things here. First thing, Kanawha Black, the new Nechashwin album. Absolutely amazing Native American themed American black metal. So it's like pretty folky, very similar to their earlier material. This band for me has always had a lot of similarities to Enslaved. Maybe it's just their songwriting style that really is reminiscent in my eyes. I don't really know why it is that I always kind of draw the two together. Comes with the slipcase edition of the CD. Not sure if they're going to do a standalone. Hopefully they do. But yeah, this new album is absolutely killer. I don't want to talk too much about it because I do want to save it for a end of the year list. Here's the LP out on this cool like stone. I don't think I would call this a swirl, so like more of a splatter. Yeah, it looks like a stone. Natural coloring fits really well with this band's kind of whole native aesthetic thing. I really do appreciate it. So there's lots of melodic tendency. It gets pretty mid-paced. It's very atmospheric all over the place. This band has been very consistent through the years, and I really do love the folky side of their style. The big old passages full of neo-folk sections. It's beautiful. Nechashwin rules. Go check this out if you haven't. Bindrune does a great job with that one. Next is a album by a band that I didn't really like up until this album came to my doorstep. This is Obsidian by Paradise Lost. My good buddy Anthony over at the Old Metal Miners channel sent me this bad boy. Interesting artwork. Be a cool shirt design or something like that. Right here, cool gatefold. I don't really get the whole aesthetic. I'm sure it has something to do with the concept of the record itself. Comes with the inside here, little posters, stuff like that. Lyric sheet, fold out. Looks good. This band really has embraced their goth side over the years, which for me, not always the greatest thing to do if you want me to be a big fan, but nonetheless, it's very enjoyable. I'll show you guys the LP. Beautiful, one of the best looking records I think in my collection. Kind of like an oxblood. It's not semi-translucent or anything, but oxblood kind of with red splatter, I guess you would call it maybe. I really do enjoy this one quite a bit. So yeah, this is a lot more interesting than maybe stuff like Gothic, which is kind of their early material. I have it on CD over here. I just don't really love it. But when this came to my doorstep, I trust Anthony's taste quite a bit. The guy definitely knows what's up when it comes to good metal. He knows what's going on when it comes to, you know, all kinds of good stuff. So I appreciate you again, my man. Gothic. Thank you, darling. Ja, zdrowie. Das gut. Helps the throat pain. Thank you. 2. Get off the records, cat. What a nuisance. 2 records for one of my favorite bands, Fanatical. So these are both. This isn't a reissue, so I'm going to go with this one first. This is The Scars of Man and the Once Nameless Wilderness Part 2, which is, in my opinion, the better side of the two. I absolutely love this album. This is all traditional folk, country, little bits of bluegrass here and there. Glorious and beautiful aesthetics. I love it a lot. Nothing in there. And I just got this in yesterday. I haven't even listened to the LP yet, but check out these inner sleeves here, man. Beautiful photo with Austin there with his sweet vest. I'm assuming Austin drew that. Looks very nice. I don't even know what to call this. It's like a little bit marbled purple. Really cool. I don't think it really fits with the album cover, but it doesn't have to. So there it is. You can see the marbling a little. This is another stellar photo. I hope you guys go check this out, even though I kind of describe it as a non-metal album. Well worth the listen, man. Absolutely well worth the listen. And if you really do like it, it is out still on Bindrune. They still have copies of it in stock, which is where I got it from, obviously, because Marty, always got to support Marty and Austin, I guess, now in their ventures. These guys are absolutely stellar. They're absolutely amazing at what they do. They have some of the best taste in metal when it comes to putting stuff out, man. Can't argue with it one bit. I'll deal with this in a minute. Next, Collapse, right here. Just got this one reissued. I'm never going to use that download code, so if you caught it, it's yours. Awesome foil stamp, gold. Oh, here's the inner sleeve. I always liked this photo of Austin with like a drinking horn and a Gandalf pipe, sitting next to a fire with his big old dreadlocks. Wild stuff, man. This record's great. Collapse, I think this is the record that came out right before Kentucky. It's kind of got a little bit of those traditional American bluegrass tinges to it, but it's not quite there yet. It's still a little unrefined, you know. Gorgeous LPs. Absolutely unreal. Yeah, this record's a lot more aggressive. It's pretty politically charged, like a lot of the Panopticon early material is. He seems to be a bit more, I don't know, a little bit more self-reflective these days in his lyrical content. I really do like this album a lot. I do plan on getting all of the Panopticon stuff on vinyl because it's one of my favorite metal bands ever, let alone favorite black metal bands. I mean, it's my favorite genre, so I guess I would probably put them in my top 10 bands ever. I don't know. I don't even know where I would start with trying to initiate that sequence. Yeah, so that's the two Panopticon LPs. This here is going to be a non-metal LP, but it's a Dungeon Synth record. This is Hedge Wizard. Absolutely awesome. More time than time thought. So this is a classic, I guess, modern classic in the Dungeon Synth style. This is out on Dungeon Deep Records. I always love this album cover. I think it's really cool. It says Hedge Wizard and like the crystal ball. I always thought this was more of like a gnome, but I guess it's kind of a wizard. Some spooky, mystical, you know, pictures and stuff on there. No inner or anything, but it just comes on. I think it's just, ooh, never mind. This gorgeous wax. Look at this bad boy. Another one of the coolest ones in the collection. I absolutely adore this kind of like swamp. I don't even know what is this process called. It's gorgeous, but the edges are really sharp, I noticed. Not sure if that has something to do with cutting at the plant. So this is more of like the prettier side of Dungeon Synth. A lot of people call it like cozy synth or something like that. I don't really understand what that's supposed to mean. But it's a very tranquil and beautiful atmosphere, as you would expect from this genre. It's warm. So I guess maybe that's the cozy thing, is it's a very warm production style. It's very reminiscent of, you know, background ambient music you would hear in something like that, I would probably say. But man, you gotta love this Hedge Wizard material. If you guys haven't heard this one yet, I would highly recommend it. And the last one for this here evening, by Primordial, The Heresy of an Age of Reason. I've had this this one on CD for a little while now. I really liked it, and I had some trade-in credit at my local record store, and I found this in their metal section. So I was like, hey, 20 bucks, why not? Bring it home. It might have even been 15. Cool album cover. I don't really get what it is. It just looks like mounds of people that lead up the hoods. How did it drop that? This is a back on black repress, so it's a little pixelated. Looks like they might have just scanned another one and hoped for the best. Great band photo, as usual. Stupid, dorky nonsense. A little blurry, but whatever. I'm buying this as a listener copy for the most part. Yeah, cool gatefold. The lyrics are in there. And the LP here is on white. I think it's really cool. I don't have a lot of... I think this might be my only all-white LP that I could think of off the top of my head. I don't remember. No. My Skyforce Unity LP is white. I don't remember. So I guess not. So this is like a melodic black metal, kind of death metal tinges here and there. I would say it's akin to like The Moaning or Unanimated from Sweden, if you guys know those two bands. Where it's not as death metal as Dissection, but it's definitely comparable to Dissection, or Dawn, or Sacramentum. It's good stuff, man. It's maybe... I've always had thought of like a similar atmosphere to Ancient from Norway. The early stuff, not the swaggy goth crap that came on later. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard that Primordial, I would definitely check it out. This is a great record. The first two before this one, I think this is their third or fourth record. All the ones before this are absolutely stellar. Definitely check out that Primordial if you have not. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back next week like I always am on Friday. Keep it greasy.